When crocheting here, two groups of flower patterns are interchanged. Each flower pattern has 4 rows. Let's take a look at what the specific crochet stitch is like. When crocheting here, the thread used is 8 strand. This is cloud cotton. From the outside of the ball of thread, then find the end of the thread. Take out a little. Then start to make the stitches. Place the crochet hook above the thread. Then wind the thread around once. And hook the loop on the needle. Pull the thread end here. The loop here is. Fix the thread end here. Start to pick up stitches. The loop on the hook does not count as a stitch. When starting the stitches, a total of 32 stitches are needed. Then hook needle. Hook the loop on the needle with the thread. A V-shaped here represents 1 stitch. You can use a glue buckle to mark the first stitch. The side where the braid is hung. And hang it over here. This is the first stitch. The tightness of the starting stitch is appropriate, not too loose or too tight. Then hook needle. Hook the loop out. This is the second cloud thread. When we are crocheting, it's fluff line. Some of the fluff is longer, and some are shorter. If it's longer, when we are looking at it, we can pull this thread up like this. This needle. Here is the first stitch, the second stitch. Third stitch. Cloud line. It is made up of 8 small bones. When crocheting, we should hook in every small 5. Don't miss any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. According to this rule, a total of 32 stitches. Okay, there are a total of 32 stitches here, and it's done. After starting, the length of the stitches is the width of the scarf we crochet. The tightness of the stitches is different, and the width will be different. If you knit a little tighter, it may be about 18 centimeters. If you crochet a little looser, it may be 20 centimeters. It also depends on the thickness of the thread. If the fluff of the thread is longer and thicker, then the width of the hook will be slightly wider. Then start to crochet this pattern. This is the last stitch of the beginning. And back to the third stitch to hook a long stitch. This is the first stitch. The second and third stitches Insert the hook into one side of the braid. Before crocheting long stitches, first, wind the thread and then go back to the third stitch. Insert the needle from the side of the braid. Cut the thread and pull it out. After hooking it out, there are 3 loops on the needle. Then wind the thread and hook out the first 2 loops. There are 2 loops left. Then wind the thread and hook out the last 2 loops. After hooking out, this is the first stitch on the edge. Use a marker to mark it. Pass it through the bottom of the V-shaped. You can see it's sewn on. This is the first stitch. When crocheting the back, pick one side of the braid from each V-shaped. Insert the hook. Here is when we are crocheting here. Pull it apart here. The front hole has been crocheted. Then go to the back and insert the hook into one side of the braid and hook a long stitch. Then the next stitch. You can crochet a little slower when crocheting here than the stitch that has been crocheted before. Do not insert the hook again. Then go to the next stitch. Insert the needle from the side of the braid. All stitches in this row are long stitches. 1 stitch and 1 stitch. Then hook to the end. There are a total of 30 long stitches. Finish knitting this row until the end of this row. The stitch marked with the marker is the last stitch. Remove the marker. This row is completed. Then we start the second row. First, crochet 2 slip stitches. After hooking to chain stitches, turn the fabric over. Then the hook needle wraps the thread from the first long stitch here. This is the first stitch. Insert the hook from here. Hook out the thread and hook out 2 loops. We use a marker here when marking, if it's not easy to fasten. After hooking it out here, when there are 2 loops left, fasten the back loop. Then wind the thread and hook out the remaining 2 loops. This is the first stitch of the second row. Then crochet 9 long stitches in the second row. This is the first stitch. When you insert the needle later, the second stitch is here. From this long needle pillar, there is a small hole on it. You can see that. When we are crocheting, when we look at it as a whole, there is this fluff. It's not very clear. But from this long needle, the small hole on the pillar, to insert the hook, if you look carefully, you can still distinguish it. The second long needle, insert the hook into the hole at the top of the stitch. Long stitch. Then the third stitch. Hook a long stitch, then we'll crochet 9 long stitches in total. Okay, here are 9 long stitches. After hooking, then hook for chain stitches. And directly hook the second one. The third and fourth times. The 4 chain stitches are done. Then leave 2 stitches empty. Insert the hook into the third stitch. This is the first stitch. The second and third stitches. And insert the hook from the third stitch. Insert the hook from here. Crochet a long stitch. Start from this row to crochet this flower pattern. This way, the hole below. And the palm under the cat's paw. The hole here is finished. Then go to the remaining row. 1 stitch corresponds to 1 stitch. You can still clearly see here the corresponding hole on the long needle. This hole from the holes in this row above. To crochet this long stitch. 1 by 1. And this side. And hook it like this. One by one, 1 stitch. The last stitch is here, at the marker. Remove the marker. When you don't know where to start, you can start the needle first, and then remove the marker. This is the last stitch in this row. And from the hole we crocheted before. Thirdly, the left side. There are 19 long stitches in total, and 9 long stitches on the right, with 2 long stitches in the middle. The second row is completed. Hook to slip stitches. Then turn the fabric over to hook the first stitch of the third row. Here, we crochet a long stitch. Before the long stitch is completed. From the middle of this V-shaped part. First, mark it with a marker. Then hook out the remaining 2 loops. This is the first stitch of the third row. Then when crocheting each row, we need to mark the first stitch here. Use a safety pin to mark it. And the last stitch at the end. Writers should remember to mark them. Otherwise, when you crochet later, if you don't mark this marker, you may miss a stitch. First, crochet 17 long stitches. Mark with a rubber band. The 2 lock stitches at the edge do not count as one stitch. Then hook the first long stitch. This is the first stitch, the second stitch. Three. Fourth. Six. She. But. 3. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. Mistake. 10. 17. 'Okay, come here. There are 17 long stitches in total. After crocheting 17 long stitches, then there are 2 long stitches left here. First, make a slip stitch here at this hole. After hooking a slip stitch, space this long stitch. Then, insert the needle from the edge of the long needle. Insert the needle into the top hole. And hook a long stitch. Leave a hole here, and leave a hole. After crocheting a long stitch, then from the hole of the lock stitch, directly insert the hook, and hook out. This is a short stitch. And make 2 short stitches. And hook out to loops. This is a short stitch. Then insert the needle again. And hook out. This is the second short stitch. After hooking 2 short stitches from the first long stitch on the left, to insert the hook, hook a long stitch. Then hook a slip stitch. Then leave a space from the third long stitch needle eye. Hook a long stitch. Then here, leave a hole on this side. And leave it, then crochet long stitches for the remaining stitches. 1 stitch corresponds to 1 stitch. This one is 1 to 3. And 4. Yes. New. Mark the needle. This stitch is the 7th one. Insert the hook and pull it out. Then remove the marker. Count from the last hole on the left. And a total of 7 long stitches. The third row is completed. Then we'll crochet the fourth row. First, crochet to chain stitches, then turn the fabric over. After turning it over, insert the needle from the first long stitch. When a long stitch is almost finished, use a marker to mark it. It will be more convenient to mark here. Here, crochet a long stitch. Here, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long stitches are hooked. And hook 7 long stitches. And hook the same number of long stitches. Then go to the first hole here. A 4 Yes. New. 7. Then we crochet 7 long stitches here. After crocheting 7 long stitches to the first hole, insert the hook from this hole and make a long stitch. Then a slip stitch. When crocheting the previous hole, we crochet 2 short stitches. When we insert the needle here, we need to crochet this cross long stitch. Insert the hook from the second short stitch. This is the first one, the previous long stitch in front of the second one. We just skip it and don't crochet it. Then from the second short stitch here, and enter the stitch from the second short stitch. Thread the hook. First, hook a slip stitch, then insert the hook from the second short needle. And hook a long stitch. After hooking a long stitch and wind the hook, then go back to the first short needle and insert the hook. This is a crossed long stitch. After hooking a long stitch, then hook a slip stitch. Directly leave a space in front of the previous long stitch. Insert the hook into this hole and hook a long stitch. Then you can see a cat paw here. All the holes have been completed. The next one, when crocheting the third row above, the space is 2 stitches, 2 stitches in the fourth row. After hooking, then hook the remaining. Hook a long stitch from the long stitch above. Finish knitting this row. Okay, let's start crocheting here at the buckle. Then remove the marker. Then remove the marker. Here, we have completed the first set. The first set has a total of 4 rows. Each set of patterns is repeated in 4 rows. This is the first group. We need to crochet the second group. The whole scarf. In total, repeat the pattern of the first and second groups. Then crochet to chain stitches. Then reverse the fabric. The first row of the second group. We all crocheted long stitches. And hook a long stitch in each corresponding stitch. Then, in the middle, in the lock stitch hole that is left out, and hook a long stitch. The middle part is a cross long stitch. When you reach here, you also need to crochet 2 long stitches. Start from the first stitch. After hooking, remember to mark this first. And hang it up. One stitch corresponds to 1 stitch. On the long stitch in front of this hole, one long stitch. Then a slip stitch. One long stitch in the hole. Then 1 stitch corresponds to 1 stitch. Finish this row of crocheting. Remove the marker. After hooking here, there are a total of 30 long stitches. The lock stitch on the side does not count. Start from the stitch where the marker is. To count the number of long stitches, there are 30 stitches from right to left. After hooking, you must count it. The number of long stitches in this entire row. To see if it's enough, plus the 2 lock stitches at the edge. 2 lock stitches. There are 31 stitches in total. That's right. Then hook to slip stitches. Turn the fabric over. After turning the fabric over, then crochet a long stitch from the first stitch. Mark and fasten here. This row, we need to crochet 22 long stitches here. Here. When crocheting, the two groups of patterns are staggered. Then hook to the 22nd stitch. Then we'll start the second group of stitches. The row you are crocheting now is the second row of the second group of flowers. First, crochet 22 long stitches. This is the second stitch. 3, 3. Yes. You. She. Yes. Yes. 0. Yes. 12. 13. 14. Yes. She knew. 17. 18. 'She knew. 10. 21. 22 and the 22nd long stitch here are all hooked. After hooking, hook for chain stitches. Then leave 2 stitches empty. Insert the hook into the third stitch. First, the third stitch to crochet long stitches. Then finish the remaining stitches. A, 3, C, 5. A, 3. Okay. There are 6 long stitches in total to the marker. Count from the left of the left hole. It's 2, 4, 6. There are 6 long stitches. Then crochet the third row of the second group. Start with 2 chain stitches. Then start from the first one. This is the first long stitch. A, 1, 3. First, we crochet for long stitches. After crocheting for long stitches, then come to this hole. There are 2 long stitches left in front. a slip stitch. Then leave a space from the top of the next long stitch. Insert the hook here and hook a long stitch. Then we start here. We leave the first hole in this row. After hooking this long stitch, then from the hole of the lock stitch and hook 2 short stitches. The cat claw is the same, but the position we leave them is different. After hooking 2 short stitches, then, from the first long stitch, hook a long stitch, a slip stitch, then leave a space. From the next long stitch, hook a long stitch. The second hole in this row is left. Then work the rest of the row 1 by 1, and hook 1 by 1, until the marker. Until the end. The marker is the last stitch. This is the third row of the second group of flowers. Make 2 slip stitches. Then turn the paper over to crochet the 4th row. Start with the first stitch and crochet a long stitch. And hook directly from this side to the front of this hole. Long stitch here. One stitch. And then hook a long stitch in the chain stitch hole. After a long stitch is hooked, then we need to start from the 2 short stitches. 2 short stitches to hook crossed long stitches. First, hook a slip stitch, short needle here, and a long stitch, and a short stitch, and a long stitch. After hooking a cross long stitch here, and make a slip stitch, and directly from this hole, and a long stitch. Here is the second cat paw. We have finished this one. The remaining long stitch. The second group of flower patterns is completed. After the second group is finished, then repeat the first set. The same way. First, crochet a row of long stitches. First, hook to chain stitches. Then turn the paper over to crochet. Here in long stitches, remember to mark the buttonhole. Then go through this row. Hook one by one. To the hole of the lock stitch, and hook a long stitch. Cross the long needle above. Then hook a long stitch in the lock stitch hole. Then work through the remaining stitches, and hook one long stitch for each stitch. This row is completed. There are a total of 30 long stitches, plus the 2 lock stitches at the edge. A total of 31 stitches. After each crochet, you can count them to see if it's right. If it's not right, find out where you made a mistake. Okay, up to here. Let me explain it to you. If we are using the thread, we encounter a knot, or use a complete ball of thread. How to connect the thread? I'll just cut it here to teach you. When crocheting long stitches, the hook first wraps the thread. Then insert the needle. After entering the needle, wind the thread and hook it out. After hooking it out, then stick the new end of the thread on the back. Then use the new thread to hook. Hook the first 2 loops, and hook out the remaining 2 loops. The connection is completed. After the thread is lifted, then wind the thread. When hooking the next stitch, we insert the needle here again. After entering the needle, there are 2 thread ends. Put these 2 ends of thread above the hook. Then hook the next stitch. Press the thread into the hook like this. Then hook the next stitch. When you insert the needle, the thread end is still above the hook needle. Press the thread end for a section. This is the method of connecting the thread. If when crocheting, you encounter a knot, handle it in this way. Use the whole ball of thread to connect. The thread is the same. Press the thread end for a while and hide it inside. Okay, after pressing a section, pull this end of the thread. Pull it like this. Pull it flat and then cut this end. And hook this row of long stitches. There are 30 stitches in total after completion. After hooking, we turn the paper over. And the first group in front is the same as the second row of this flower pattern. Hook 9 long stitches, then leave the whole of the lock stitch, which is our row. After crocheting long stitches, and then go back. If you're not sure, you can go back to the first group of flower patterns. Look from the front to the back. The first and second groups are repeated in sequence. It's the pattern of 8 rows. 1 pattern in 4 rows. There are 8 rows in total, which are 2 groups of patterns. The first group is repeated in turn. The second group of flower patterns is on the left. Then the third group of patterns is crocheted on the right. The fourth group is crocheted on the left again. It's like this. Right, left, right. It goes up like this. Repeat the first and second flower patterns to hook down until it reaches the appropriate length. When we are crocheting, we use a total of 4 balls of yarn. Using this cloud cotton, the length after crocheting is about 1.6 to 1.8 meters long. After crocheting, then we need to leave a ball below. Reserve the thread for the ball. We need to crochet 3 strands of thread first. After crocheting 3 balls of thread, and then wait until the 4th ball, we need to make the ball first. For the ball, we need to make a total of 4 balls. First, make the ball. Then we use the remaining thread, and then hook all the remaining threads inside. Next, I will teach you how to make this ball. Here in Kiki, when making it, we cut a section of thread. And put it in the middle of the index finger and middle finger. Put it there like this. When winding the thread, we use 3 fingers to wind the thread. Press down on this end of the thread. Start winding the thread. The number of turns is 60 to 65. I have wound 65 times. After winding, then cut the thread from this side. Take out the middle finger. Just take out your middle finger. Then use your index finger and this one to stretch out this coil. First, wrap this thread. To wrap it around the middle, then pull both ends tightly. After tightening, remove it. Take off your finger. Tie a knot here. Tie it tightly. If you tie it yourself, it's not tight enough. You can ask someone else for help. Just hold it down. When tying, we must tie it tightly. Then press this end. Tighten it first and then press it, and then tie it again. You can do it several times. Cut it open, then cut it along the middle of the coil. Cut all the loops. After cutting, then shake it like this. I'll shake it apart. After cutting all the loops, its shape is not round. Then you need to trim it here. Start from the bottom and slowly cut it into a circle. Don't cut it too long at once. And cut it slowly and gradually. Trim it into a circle like this. After trimming, and fix it to the four corners of the scarf. Fix it on. We need to make 4 balls in total. When you reach the last ball of yarn, leave the thread of the ball aside first. After making it, then crochet the entire scarf. After hooking, fix the ball to the 4 corners below. When fixing it, in the needle at the very edge, Use the crochet needle to hook out the thread end. Then tie it tightly. Just tie it twice and it's done. At the beginning of crocheting, the bottom corner is a little curled up. It's normal to curl up. Later, we will fix the ball on it, and it will be relatively flat. Then, for the remaining thread ends, use a large needle to hide the thread. Thread the remaining thread through the pin. Just pass it through the line of the crochet, and pass it through, and press it inside. And then, press it in, and then cut off the excess thread. The method of hiding the thread ends in the four corners is the same, including the thread on the side where we started. Just press it in with a pin into the line that has been crocheted. Then follow the rule taught earlier. Start crocheting this tile. After crocheting 3 balls of thread, and then when you crochet the 4th ball, first make the 4 balls. Then hook in the remaining threads. Finally, fix the ball on it. Hello! This tutorial for this episode ends here. If you still have any questions, just watch the replay.